And when I looked into the something else, this happened. Good morning, guys. I have like an hour left to be able to say that. And I have to go to work in like 20 minutes. So, okay. Today's gonna be kind of funny. And I don't mean funny in the ha 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 sense. I mean funny in the strange and weird, crazy sense. Interesting. And I'm gonna be really real with you guys right now, like I usually try to be. This is my living room. Well, my great room, I guess. That's what this would really be called, right? Because it's like 3 rooms in one. It's a great room. Actually, maybe it's technically 4 rooms in one. So let me explain what's going on. Right now, we're rearranging the house. And this is kind of in the middle of the process of cleaning it back up after all the furniture has been moved. So we have stuff all over the couch that I actually am pretty close to clearing now. I don't know how much more I'll progress on that before work because I don't have that long till work, but I made progress. So I'm sticking to that and holding on to that with dear life. We have some stuff still on the table from moving stuff around. We have all of this in the kitchen and oh gosh, look at all of this space. So now that I've like fully embarrassed myself and showed you what this whole space looks like right now, some stuff is gonna happen today that's gonna be interesting, that we're really excited about, but I want to explain how we got there because it might seem like out of nowhere because I haven't vlogged the last 3 days because of Norbert. We had a little service for him. We had Max there, and I'm really, really happy to be past that part just because that part's always really hard for me when you lose a pet. I get really attached to like everything. You guys know this. You've seen this. I've talked about it. I get really attached. I was devastated. Andrew was devastated. We were so heartbroken. And so I'm glad to be past that part because now that's not hanging over our head. But what ended up happening over the course of the last 3 days was conversations about moving forward because Andrew had wanted a different kind of bird before we got Norbert. He didn't not want a parakeet, but that was not his dream bird. That was not the one he envisioned having. So even after we got Norbert, he still really wanted that other bird and a bigger bird. He always still wanted that, and we were having conversations about would it work to have both, because we had Norbert already and we didn't know how to deal with having them both because that means making room for 2 cages because I don't think they would have mixed well, because especially birds of those, like the varying sizes, it can work out not great as far as them getting along. And even cage types, some bigger bird cages don't work for smaller birds. So we had to figure out how that was gonna work. And then I knew after we lost Norbert, I knew that was going to heighten Andrew wanting a bigger bird. I knew it. And I had already, before that happened, kind of wanted to try to look into what the possibilities were and if we could even afford a bigger bird because they're much more expensive to buy for his birthday next month. And I looked into it.
Turbo never got a chance. We got the Turbo from Garrett, but they sent me this, which the GTX.
So remember I told you that I had a bigger birthday present idea for you? Mm-hmm. Well, I looked into that, and I also looked into something else. And when I looked into the something else, this happened.
Can't see it.
Give me a kiss.
You know how has Alan?
Uh-huh.
She was looking to rehome him.
Aw.
Give me a kiss.
So we have to pick out a cage for him. And we have to figure out a spot to put him in here.
I was thinking over there. I was
I
already
know.
thinking of the spot.
Give me a kiss.
But that means figuring out the shelves.
No, that's easy enough.
So
They're so cool.
we're getting Alan.
That's all. Oh. Can we get right now?
We need a cage first.
Yeah, he can sleep with Max. He's such a cool bird. Oh my goodness.
Are you excited?
Yeah. Not off till Saturday though.
Well, we won't have time to get a cage till then anyway.
No, that's what I'm talking about. To go get a cage.
Oh. Somebody we know has like 3 or 4 bigger birds. And one that we had met and fallen in love with. And we didn't think that bird was a possibility. But I messaged them after Norbert passed away. I messaged them because I knew this was going to be the start of the push for a bigger bird. Now, I knew it because Andrew really wanted one before, and then he was really going to want one after, and yeah. So I messaged them, and they ended up saying they needed to rehome him, and we could have him if we wanted him. Yeah, so that's what's going down tonight probably, is us going to get him. I don't know for sure because we haven't had them confirm that the timing that we could do is okay. So it may end up waiting till tomorrow, but I don't think so. I think the timing is going to work for them, and I think they're going to say, yes, come get him. So that went, like, I started that conversation now because his birthday is in less than a month. I didn't want to have delaying starting that process equal not being able to get him one because it would take a while. I was expecting it to take a while to figure out. I was not expecting them to say that they had one they wanted to rehome and we could come get him. I was expecting to have to figure out money, to have to figure out space, I was expecting to have to figure out a lot more than we needed to figure out. So that conversation went way different than I expected, and that all happened really, really quickly. But Andrew is super excited. He's so excited. And yeah. So, more than likely, you will see him in this vlog. More than likely. And we'll share more then.
You're lucky we're not going there. Alright. Oh. Peekaboo. 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 Give me a kiss. Goodness, I thought Max was aggressive with kisses. God.
So I don't think we've told them his name yet. Oh, hi.
I'm going to go say hi to YouTube.
Say hi.
Flip it around. He likes to look at himself. Who's that? Oh, who's that?
Who is that?
Oh, no.
Give me a kiss.
He can't see it.